It's time for spelling analysis. All right, we have 15 new words to apply our phonograms and rules to. The first one is cheat. Jacob tried to cheat on the test. Cheat. Go ahead and say cheat. Let's sound it out. Ch, E, use an E at A, T. Go ahead and write cheat, sounding it out as you write it. Excellent. Now help me to write it. Ch, E, T. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the ch and the E. Whoops. Let's try that again. All right, let's read it together. Ch, eat, cheat. Good. The next word is quiver. A quiver is something you put your arrows into if you're going to go shoot a bow and arrow. So quiver. He has a quiver to hold his arrows. Quiver. Go ahead and say quiver. Excellent. Let's sound it out. How many syllables in quiver? 2. We will say to spell quiver. What will we say to spell? Quiver. Let's sound it out. Qua, I, v. The second syllable is Go ahead and write quiver. Sounding it out. It's not a very common word, is it? Excellent. Help me to write it. The first syllable is quiv. Qua, I, v. The second syllable is How will we mark it? We'll underline the qua and we'll underline the Let's sound it out. Qua, I, v, quiver. However, notice it's very phonetic. It sounds exactly like it looks. The next word is howl. The dog began to howl. Howl. Go ahead and say howl. Let's sound it out. Ow. This is an ow-o that you may use at the end of English words. Go ahead and write howl. Excellent. Now help me to write it. Ow. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the ow. Let's read it. Owl. Howl. The next word is echo. Did you hear an echo? Echo. Go ahead and say echo. How many syllables in echo? 2. We will say to spell ek-o. What will we say to spell? Ek-o. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is ek. Ek. This is a ch-k-sh. The second syllable is o. O. Go ahead and write ek-o. Excellent. Now help me to write it. The first syllable is ek. Ek. The second syllable is o. O. How do we mark it? We'll underline the k. What sound of ch-k-sh is this? That's right. It's the second sound. And we'll put a line over the o. And why did the o say it's long sound? A, E, O, U usually say they're long sounds at the end of the syllable. Let's read it. Ek-o. Echo. Had you ever wondered why that word was spelled that way? It's really important to know all the sounds of the phonograms because that helps to explain spellings very logically. The next word is cartwheel. She did a cartwheel across the yard. Cartwheel. Go ahead and say cartwheel. How many syllables in cartwheel? 2. We will say to spell cartwheel. What will we say to spell? Cartwheel. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is cart. K. Use a k. S. Art. The second syllable is wheel. W. E. E-double-E. O. Go ahead and write cartwheel. Sounding it out as you write it. Excellent. Help me to write it. The first syllable is cart. K. Art. The second syllable is wheel. W. E. O. How will we mark it? We'll underline the R and the W and the E. Let's read it. K. Art. W. E. O. Cartwheel. The next word is crawl. The baby will soon learn how to crawl. Crawl. Go ahead and say crawl. Let's sound it out. K. use a k, s, aw. This is two-letter aw that you may use at the end of English words, ul. Go ahead and write crawl. Sound it out as you write it. Excellent. Now help me to write it. K, aw, ul. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the ah. Let's read it. K, aw, ul. Crawl. The next word is leap. I think I will leap with joy. Leap. Leap means to jump. Go ahead and say leap. Let's sound it out. Ul, e, use an e at a. P. Go ahead and write leap. Excellent. Help me to write it. Ul, e, p. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the e. Let's read it. Ul, e, p, leap. The next word is melt. The snow will melt soon. Melt. Go ahead and say melt. Let's sound it out. T. Go ahead and write melt. Good. Help me to write it. T. And let's read it. T. Melt. The next word is wail. I heard a loud wail. I hope the person is okay. Wail. A wail is kind of like a cry in this usage of the word wail. Go ahead and say wail. Let's sound it out. A, two-letter A that you may not use at the end of English words, ul. Go ahead and write wail. Good. Help me to write it. A, ul. And how do you mark it? You'll underline the A. Let's sound it out. A, ul. Whale. The next word is swallow. I took a big swallow of water. Swallow. Go ahead and say swallow. How many syllables in swallow? 2. We will say to spell swallow. What will we say to spell? Swallow. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is swal. S-w-a. Use an a-a, ul. The second syllable is low. Ul-o. Use an ow-o. Go ahead and write swallow. Sounding it out as you write it. Good. Help me to write it. The first syllable is swal. S-w-a-ul. The second syllable is low. Ul-o. And how will we mark it? What sound of a-a do we hear in swallow? That's right, we hear the broad sound. And why? Notice it's next to a W and an L, and A will often say its broad sound before an L or after a W. And here it's both. We'll also underline the the ow-o. And what sound of ow-o do you hear in swallow? That's right, the second sound. So we'll put it to, let's read it. Swa-a-ul-ul-o. Swallow. The next word is vanish. The magician will make the card vanish. That means disappear. Go ahead and say vanish. How many syllables in vanish? 2. We will say to spell van-ish. What will we say to spell? Van-ish. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is van. V-a-n. The second syllable is ish. Ish. Go ahead and write van-ish. Good, sounding it out. Now help me to write it. The first syllable is van. V-a-n. The second syllable is ish. Ish. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the sh. Let's read it. V-a-n-ish. Vanish. The next word is speak. I will speak to her about it. Speak. Go ahead and say speak. Let's sound it out. S-p-e. Use an E at A. K. Use a tall K. Go ahead and write speak. Good. And help me to write it. S-p-e-k. And how do we mark it? We'll underline the E. Let's read it. Eek, speak. The next word is soar. I saw the eagle soar above the trees. Soar. Go ahead and say soar. Let's sound it out. S-O. This is two-letter O that you may not use at the end of English words. Go ahead and write soar. Good. Help me to write it. S-O-R. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the O. Let's read it. S-O-R. Soar. The next word is scowl. The girl had a scowl on her face. Scowl. Go ahead and say scowl. Let's sound it out. Sk. Use a k. Ow. This is an ow. O. Ul. Scowl. That's right. Go ahead and write scowl. Good. Sounding it out. Help me. Sk. Ow. Ul. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the ow. Let's read it. Sk. Ow. Ul. Scowl. The last word is sweep. I'll need to sweep the kitchen. Sweep. Go ahead and say sweep. Let's sound it out. S-W-E. Use an E-double-E. P. Go ahead and write sweep. Excellent. Help me to write it. S-W-E. P. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the E. Let's read it. S-W-E. P. Sweep. Look at how these multi-letter phonograms contribute to helping us to understand how these words are read and spelled. Great work today.
Combining the science of reading with the joy of learning. Learn more at essentials.logicoфenglish.com.